Let's get somewhat tipsy.
Back at it again.
What week is this?
We stopped doing episode numbers.
Do you remember there was like episode 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
We got to 26, 20, and then we're like, okay, 40 something. I don't even know what this is.
I think when Jimmy started posting it for us, and I didn't have to post it anymore, I kind of lost count of
on what episode it is.
Do we still have the episodes on there?
Oh yeah, everything's still on there.
Like no, but like the past ones, do we do it episode by episode, or is it just goes?
I think once we got past Logan Paul's lie of it's 50 episodes and you make it, then we stopped counting.
Yeah, that was a good move on our part. That was a huge lie, Logan Paul.
Big lie.
I mean, I was really excited. We got to 50. We're supposed to be millionaires by now.
That would be nice.
We are the #1 rated hospitality podcast in the world, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we the only?
I don't know.
We're the #1 rated hospitality podcast.
We are. Prove me wrong. You
like
can't.
I like it.
That's facts. So
let's hear your story.
I was gonna tell the guys when I walked in the room, but I was like, you know what, I gotta save this for the show. We film later at night now. You know, it's very dark, very tired. But there's usually no one in the building for the most part when we're here.
Right.
You know, during the day and earlier in the day, there's people in other offices. It's a busy complex. But at night when we're here, not much. So I'm walking down the hall, and I had to go to the bathroom. I get there, and I see out of order. I'm like,
I know where this is going.
The other bathroom is downstairs. Like I said, it's late. There's not many people here. I'm extremely tired. The women's room is right across.
I know where this is going.
And I was like, well, no one's here. I mean, what's the big deal? I go in, use the bathroom in the women's room. As I'm walking out of the stall, somebody, I didn't even know anyone was here, a nice lady, walks into the bathroom.
As you're walking out of the bathroom?
I haven't even got to the door yet. I just got out of the stall.
Did she look at you?
She kind of took it back. She's like, you know this is the women's room, right? And I should have just told her, like, hey, I didn't want to go downstairs. No, of course, I got to be a smart ass about it. I look at her and I said, yeah, I know. I decided I would identify as a woman when I walked into the bathroom because it was just easier than going downstairs. But I'll identify as a man when I get out.
What'd she say?
She did not find it funny. She did not find it funny.
Well, thank you for our first write-up in the studio.
I find it extremely funny.
The look I got, it was utter disgust.
We're definitely getting kicked out now.
Thanks, Joe.
Well, I mean, we have been working on the new studio. Well, Jimmy's been hard at work on the new studio.
I was like, where's the we in this?
Yeah. Jimmy's been doing a lot of work in the new
We
studio.
get the picture. I'm like, oh, great. Looks good.
I told him today, I'm like, you need to get some plants. But no, we are moving to a new studio here soon. I don't know exactly when. I know we got to get the set ready. We got to get, a lot of that stuff done. But I'm excited. Maybe get some somewhat tipsy neons. I don't know. I mean, what do we do? How do we decorate the new set? What kind of vibe do we go for in the new studio?
Oh, the couches.
Oh, I miss our couch.
Can we sit on couches in the new studio? Or does it have to be a
The
table?
couch will fit.
It's a table. I like the table. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of like the couches.
I mean, what if we could get chairs instead of a desk? Maybe get some comfy chairs.
Since I just bought the table, can we do table for a little while?
Table it is.
He did just get the table.
Okay.
How did you get it in the house? Who helped you?
I took it all the way apart.
Oh, God.
I fit it in a Honda Element.
For those of you that don't know, Jimmy has this weird obsession with the Honda Element.
Do they even make those anymore?
No.
What was the last year they made those? 2011.
Now, go ahead.
You have the last year they made it? Do you have 11?
No, mine's in 04. I don't even want to admit how many miles are on it, but
220.
no.
Less?
No.
No, it lives because I make it live.
Right. I mean, I think you've replaced almost every part in it.
Most of them.
But it's double the horsepower than it was stock, right?
It's going to be. The engine I have for it is double the horsepower. I haven't put that engine in yet.
You race it?
No.
No, he just does it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see you race a Honda Element down the quarter mile.
What am I going to race? Another Honda Element?
Let's do it.
It's not like I made it
Is
fast.
there a Honda
I just made it faster.
Is there a Honda Element Club?
Oh, yeah.
On Facebook?
Yeah. Yeah, there are a bunch of nerds about it.
Are you in the group?
I'm in the group.
Do y'all have like Jeeps where they have the duck? Do y'all have a thing?
Yeah, what's the Honda Element?
They kind of have a thing. I'm trying to push for the crab.
Like a stuffed crab.
Just like a crab, like any crab. They're doing ducks on Jeeps, right?
Right,
Makes
yep.
no sense to me, but they do ducks on Jeeps. In the original Honda Element commercial, do you remember Gil the crab?
No.
They had a little crab. And it was this badly drawn commercial. But the Honda Element would be on the beach with a surfer or something like that.
Because the Honda Element was made for more for surfing, right?
Kind of surfing, camping, just like outdoorsy stuff. And there was Gil the crab. And Gil the crab's only line was, "I pinch." That's it. It's just this stupid drawing of a crab. It wasn't even animated. It's just a drawing of a crab. And that was the Honda Element thing. So I think we should all be leaving crabs on each other's car.
I think we should get "I pinch" bumper stickers. And anytime we see an Element, just pop.
I pinch
That's
right on the
great.
window.
I pinch. I love it. I'm for that movement.
What other car manufacturers or whatever have like little symbols? I know the Jeeps are mostly the ducks. Can you think of anything else?
No. I didn't find out about the duck thing till after I owned a Wrangler. Like I had a Wrangler for years, and then I didn't know
I
about
would say
the
that
duck
was
thing.
recent-ish. Wouldn't you? Last 10 years, 15 years, the duck thing?
I don't know. I found out about it maybe 4 or 5 years ago that it was a thing.
They've been doing that for Jeep Beach for years. I've seen that. Decorate it, and they trade them and leave them on somebody else's Jeep. It's like a little symbol.
But I want to talk about the Honda Element a little bit. Do you know much about the car?
No, I had a Honda Prelude when I was in high school.
Great
The
on
triangle
gas.
lights, great car. Oh my God, it was like $11 back then to fill up.
I miss those days. Got it. I $60 to fill up my little Chrysler.
Mine was 90.
Oh,
87 or something like that to fill it up.
yeah. I'm glad I have the little Ford Banger Chrysler.
Well, I get like 550 miles out of it, but still.
Yeah, not bad. The Honda Element. So back like after college, I was working for a cell phone company, and
We know.
yeah,
You got
we've
fired
talked
from there. You
we've
got fired
talked
from there,
about the
remember?
cell phone company, right?
Yep. Did you went in slightly buzzed?
Yeah, we could say that.
Let's try to be nice.
I know at one point I was tired of the cell phone industry. I got tired of the people, the customers.
Well,
So-
you know what's funny? I worked at the cell phone industry too.
Did you?
I did. I don't know if you remember on here. I think it was mostly a Central Florida thing. It was called Beepers and Phones. It was a company that they sold beepers and phones. Beepers were kind of on the way out. Cell phones were on the way in. Well, not on the way in, but more and more people getting cell phones. And I worked for a place called Beepers and Phones. It was the craziest ran place because they had the floodgates, they called it. So when you came in, you had a deposit. I mean, it's different now, but back
It's
then
all based on credit.
it was based on credit. So they run your credit. You got approved for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And if you wanted 10 or 15 for your business, that was more like a business credit. Because you'd have like the lawn care people come in and want 20 phones for their lawn care.
Navan, the #1 rated business travel platform.
What is that?
Thank you. #1 business travel platform. But so it ran on your credit. I don't think it was crazy credit, but like if you had bad credit, you $500 deposit, $250
Sometimes
deposit.
7.
I don't.
We had $700
I had $1,000 deposit. I remember. I mean, that's really bad credit. Like you owe cell phone companies money if you had $1,000 deposit plus the phone. And the phones back then were $200, $300, $400, $500. They had the free phone, the little flip phone or whatever. But did you ever have the ID10T?
No, what phone was that?
No. It was a credit rating.
Oh, no, we never because I was a Verizon authorized retailer. At that
We were.
point.
God, what were we? We had sold we sold a couple of them. Nextel, Verizon, Alltel,
Yep.
T-Mobile back then. Like, because T-Mobile was just get going in the States anyway. So yeah, we sold a lot of the cell phones. But they had this thing called the floodgates. So they would the regionals would call them the floodgates are open. I don't know how they did it, but basically anybody could get approved for a phone with zero deposit. We ran you yesterday, it's a $500 deposit. Today, 5 lines free, meaning no deposit.
Yeah.
Yesterday was $500 per line. Today it's nothing. So you're going back through all your old credit apps and you're calling everybody, hey, today we got a special. If you come in, I can get you up to 5 phones. And we're literally shoving phones out the door. I don't know how they did it. I don't know if it was something that corporate did, because these were all retailers, so they had to follow corporate rules. But I remember someone coming in and if you spell out ID10T, ID10T spells idiot. So people used to come up and fill this out, and they'd have a $500 credit score, $500 deposit. You don't want to tell them no. You never be like, hey man, $500 deposit. Sorry about your luck. Like, so you're what we call an ID10T. I said, there's a slight deposit of $500 per line. So we used to literally tell someone right there, you're an idiot. Right to their face, ID10T. That was the code. That was like, you're a beef ID10T.
Oh, God. I love that.
So if you spell it out, the 1 and the 0 make idiot. ID10T, which is IDIOT, idiot.
I would have stayed in that industry so much longer.
We did it all the time. And I mean, it's funny because people, you're sitting there and you got someone next to you and you're sitting here and you're just telling them, you're like, your counterpart, your coworker sitting next to you. You're like, sir, this is a great news. I got you in. I can get you 2 lines. You're what we call an ID10T. So it means it's going to be $500 per line, but I'm going to throw in a free car charger and free leather case and free, little glowy, antenna thing you want. But literally, and you're trying not to laugh because the guy next to you, and it was like a big thing in there and you couldn't laugh. I mean, could you imagine telling a customer literally you're an idiot?
I would love that.
You never did it? You never had anything like that in the business?
That's a new one for me. I mean, God.
Could you imagine ID10T?
I saw them all the time.
Right.
And you never said anything.
That's how we said it.
Wow.
That was the fun part. I know I'm going to get ridiculed for this, but that's how we said the customers.
God,
come on, you had to have something. What did you call the ones that didn't have the best credit? Oh man, my credit's great. I need 5 lines, being the whole family, and they're $1,000 deposit per line.
We would internally we would make jokes. We would have our little things. We'd have hand gestures. Under the desk, be like 500. That's gonna be a 5,
right?
I'm wasting my time talking
because
$500 because they're never gonna get a phone,
and they want their free phone, so you only don't have $500 to get down.
And that they all the time, and they would take up the most time. Somebody you couldn't sell a phone to would take the most time. You'd be sitting there for an hour trying to figure out how to tell this guy to piss off. But, obviously you can't. But ID10T.
Or you have in the prepaid lines. Did you ever get them in the prepaid?
So we had prepaid, but we didn't make any money off it.
No, it was very little.
It was like 50 cents.
Oh, ours was like $10.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even get $1.
If you got a line, they had to buy the phone. And then they had to pre-buy their minutes. God, I'm sounding old here. They had to pre-buy their minutes, but you could buy 500 minutes for whatever it was, $39.95, or you want 1,000 minutes, that's gonna be $59, and so on and so on. So then that's where we pushed the ID10Ts into more of a prepaid plan.
Yeah, God, we never sold the prepaid. We probably had 3 prepaid phones just in case we had to sell it, but ownership didn't want us to sell it. We didn't want to sell it. We made 50 cents.
Did you get what plan did you have back then? I mean, I know there's been hundreds of plans since then, but do you remember there was no unlimited plans?
No, I had 500 minutes and 250 text messages or something.
And then free nights and weekends.
Yeah, nights and weekends.
You remember nights and weekends were 9? And then T-Mobile went back to 7.
We sound so ancient.
But do you remember free nights and weekends? You pick up the phone, and do you remember? I think it was AT&T or Singular back then. The first incoming minute was free. It was Singular. I had Singular, and the first. So if you called me, it didn't take a minute away or charge me or anything for the first 59 seconds. Once I hit a minute, it started taking minutes away, or it would charge if you were over. Remember? So, But I remember getting a call, I'm like, hey, let me call you back after 7. Because you had to hang up in 59 seconds, or else you got charged a minute. And I mean, I remember plans. I went with Nextel. Do you remember Nextel?
I love Nextel.
So I was dating somebody at the time. We went with Nextel because the chirp
Yep.
was free, so you could chirp all day and you never had to use your minutes. But then they had an unlimited plan. I think Nextel was the first one that had unlimited. It was like $249 a month, which doesn't seem that bad nowadays. But back then it was $249, or well, actually I think it was $199. $199, you got unlimited incoming, outgoing chirps, everything. I mean, there was no real texting, but no one really texted back then.
No.
So, or internet on the phone. So, but it was unlimited for like $199. I remember having that. And then T-Mobile came out with a 5,000. Now I was only using about 3,500 minutes. I used it for business back then. I was in the club promotions, so I was on the phone calling all day and every night. So I needed like 3,000 minutes a month. So the unlimited was good. T-Mobile came out with a 5,000 minute unlimited nights and weekends after 7. And I bought I bought a what's the one that flips?
Oh,
Not the Razor, the Sidekick.
There were so
I had
many.
the Sidekick.
Oh, the T-Mobile Sidekick.
I had this T-Mobile Sidekick, 5,000 minutes daytime, which I mean that's like 200 minutes a day or whatever it was, like
Plenty.
and then free nights and weekends after 7. So Friday night at 7:00 till Monday morning at like 7 or whatever it was free. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. What I need. So yeah, and that was like $149. So there was unlimited minutes back then. Now everything's unlimited. Like nothing is minutes.
To our Gen Z audience that's watching right now, I want to explain a world that we grew up in. Imagine sitting there and in your kitchen, there's a phone on the wall and it has a cord. And that is the only phone in the house that you can use, but you have a cell phone. Now, your minutes during the day, not many. So if you were making a call, you really had to be important.
I mean, the average plan was like 300 minutes daytime,
Yeah.
and free nights and weekends after 7 or 9, and that was like $59 a month.
Yep. So you had to imagine everyone sitting back, and your night started at 7 p.m. You could talk all night long after 7 p.m. It wouldn't cost you anymore. Imagine sitting there and just waiting to make a phone call.
I think the Gen Zers would be fine with that now. They text.
I found out about someone dying after 7 p.m. and they died at like 1 in the afternoon.
And they didn't call you till after 7.
Didn't call me till 7 p.m.
Don't want to waste your minutes.
Death wasn't important enough to waste those minutes. That is how valuable your cell phone minutes were.
I got mad at people that called me at 8:30. Like, we have a half hour. This can't wait.
Oh, and it was 9 o'clock?
It was 9. And then most of them, and then I remember T-Mobile was the first one that went back to 7. Because that's why I got the 5,000 minute unlimited at 7. I'm like, that's perfect. Because I have plenty of minutes during the day, and then at 7 o'clock it starts instead of 9, so now I can start making my calls. But T-Mobile went to 7, then everybody else kind of followed, went to 7, and
I'll never forget my senior year of high school. I had one of the Nokias that had the snake game on it.
like the 5100, 6100.
Yeah. And I love that snake game. But I'm going through and I saw it said messages. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is. And this is how I found out what a text message was. I was like, okay, so I can type. But you didn't have a keyboard. You had numbers.
A,
so
B, B, B.
if you wanted O, you'd have to hit 6 3 times. And then that is how you made your text message. It took quite a bit of time to type out what you wanted to. I remember
Nobody texts back then.
No, I didn't know what it was.
I remember, like, do you want texting? I'm like, no. Well, you get 100 free. I'm like, great. I'll never use that.
Yeah,
But
never.
cool. Thanks for coming with the plan. Texting, whatever that is.
I was sending this girl Marion texts. So I'm like, I'm just learning how to text. I'm doing it. The next month, my dad got a $300 phone bill for the text messages that I was sending.
How much were they per text? Like 25 cents a text?
No, God, it was dollars.
No.
Dollars.
I don't ever remember $1 for texting.
This is
Texting was like 10 cents a text, or
there was no plan for text. This is before there were plans.
Huh.
This is when you just had like 200 minutes. Before nights and weekends, before all that.
That was just straight minutes.
You just had minutes. A $300 phone bill.
How many yards did you have?
I had to cut the grass for 2 years, junior and senior year, to pay off one phone bill. One.
How much was your phone bill normally?
I don't know.
Because no
I'm
offense,
not sure.
300 is not a lot. I mean, those plans back
In
then were
2001.
those phone bills were $59, $69, $79.
Yeah, and then you add 300 onto it. That was a lot of money in 2001.
Yeah.
Hell, I think it's a lot of money now. My phone bill.
What's your cell phone bill now? And how many lines do you have?
I have three lines.
And what's your bill every month?
I think it's $249. But we have an iPad on there, and I think there's 2 iPads on there.
What service?
T-Mobile.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I have 2 lines and it's the same.
That's what it was. The same with 2 lines. They talked me into it because they get paid the commission on new lines.
Yeah, but
right?
you just buy the phone or got the phone free, and then it's like $10 for that extra line, isn't it?
Yeah, I went in to upgrade, and they're like, "Hey, do you want 3 more phones?" I was like, "Why?
Why?
They're like, "Well, it won't cost you any more. It'll actually be cheaper."
Right.
I think it saved me like $10 a month switching to this plan with all these phones. So I had one phone that just sat in a box in my closet, and little Joe, he's 7. I think when I got him a phone, I was like, well, I guess I can give him a phone now. And I got some flack for that. I guess.
I mean, what age do you think someone should have a cell phone? I mean, you obviously gave your kid a phone at 7.
Yeah.
When do you think a kid should actually have a phone? I mean, obviously 7.
I would actually love to hear everyone's opinion on that. Drop it in the comments.
Dude, I think you should be at least in, I mean, I don't have kids, but middle school. I don't see why elementary kids need a phone. I just don't. What doesn't somebody that's 8 years old in, what, 3rd grade?
Yeah.
An 8-year-old 3rd grade need with a phone.
See, middle school was where I was going to go. Like,
At middle school, usually like what, 12, 13?
Yeah.
12, 13. I can understand that. Starting a friend, you're starting to walk to school. School's a little longer. Pickups, drop. I kind of understand that. And nowadays, for sure. But I don't think an 8-year-old in 4th grade, 3rd grade, whatever, needs a cell phone.
I don't think he needs a cell phone, but honestly, I'm glad I gave it to him. So most of the time, it's useless, right? He doesn't really need.
Do you
a phone.
block everything on it?
There's a lot I did block.
What stops me? I'll say me personally, but what stops Chuck from FaceTiming your kid or sending him a text or
nothing there? Like a random number could send him a text or call him. He knows not to.
What about socials?
No socials. He
doesn't have Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, none of that.
The only thing he has his YouTube channel, and
But can I message him as Susie Cream Cheese? Can I message him?
You could, but it's connected to mine, so I see all messages going in.
That's good.
And no one's messaged him, but if they did,
if I sent him a message
on
from Somewhat Tipsy, he would get it.
Yeah,
but you'd also get it too.
Yeah,
so you could.
I can monitor it.
Make sure that it's something legit.
Yeah, he wanted his own YouTube channel. Got like a year ago, and he makes these Sonic video game videos of him playing the game, and he does the talks about it and does the commentary for the channel.
So what if he comes to you tomorrow and says, "Dad, I want a Snapchat, I want an Instagram, I want a Facebook"?
Not a chance.
When is it okay for him to have a Facebook?
Legally 14 years old.
Wait, there's a law?
No, there's Facebook user agreements, which you both signed and agreed when you opened your account.
I was probably over 14.
I was probably drunk.
Okay, well, you can't have a Facebook unless you're over 14.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Well, 14 then. But no, I don't want him to be on socials.
So are you saying Mark Zuckerberg has better parenting skills than you?
In that regard, yeah.
In that regard, yes.
Fair.
I mean, look, he has nannies. He has all the money in the world. He can learn how to be the best parent. I'm just trying to make sure my kids stay alive every day.
And he knows not to let a 13-year-old onto that platform which he created.
Yeah.
Damn you, Zuckerberg.
But no, there's so much that could go wrong with young kids and social media. I don't want him to. I hope social media is gone by the time he's old enough to have it.
It's not going anywhere.
No,
social media is not going anywhere. It's only going to improve. It's only going to be different.
Improve?
Improve.
What on social media has improved our lives?
I guess you can go both ways with it. I think social media killed the bar industry, and I think it helps the industry. I think you go half empty, half full. How do you think bands and DJs and clubs and restaurants and bars promoted? Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. That's how we promote that people can see what we're doing, where we're doing, and how we're doing things. But on the reverse end, it also made you not have to go out to see it.
Yeah. You can look it up on YouTube.
Like, I mean, if you look at it like the dating world, you don't have to go out anymore, which is why we went out.
Yeah.
We went out to meet girls. We went out to have a drink. Even if we couldn't drink, it was out to meet people or this. That's the whole happy hour thing was about and everything. Now you can swipe left, swipe right, hide who you are, don't have to be who you are, keep in the closet, swipe on this, and you can meet people and don't even have to leave your bedroom. You can be whoever you want.
Back then, you can make a character.
You could be whoever you want. If you secretly are like something, you don't have to put out in the public. When we went out, you had to portray that or find that person. But you could be behind a screen and not have to ever say who you are.
Yeah, but didn't you before social media, and we had social media at this point that I'm going to talk about, but it wasn't prevalent as it is now. Like
MySpace?
Yeah, back in the MySpace days.
I miss MySpace.
I loved MySpace. And you could have your top friends.
Did you ever look up Tom?
Yeah. Well, not like recently, but
he sold it and then went like traveling around the world with his wife. They just travel.
Good for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, social media, it's changed so much over the years, and I don't think it's in the positive. Yes, can you promote stuff? But we promoted stuff before social media.
Different.
But
back then it was texting. Back then it was texting. Remember
Flyers.
Texting was free. You know, you get the group text. You'd send out like, you know, you put those group texts together of 300 people. Tonight we're doing this, or next Friday we're doing this. Email blasts were big back then. Email blasts are, I still, they're there, but they're fading.
They work.
It's great, but it's not like it used to be.
No.
I mean, we send out daily email blasts. Flyers. We used to do green grass market or street marketing all the time. We'd print out 5,000 flyers every week, pick them up, and hit the streets, hit the colleges, hit the campuses. And that's all you did. That's how you got your bars, your restaurants, your nightclubs out there. Was street marketing, hand-to-hand marketing. Go to the fraternities, go to the sororities, invite them out, and this and that. And now it's post an event on Facebook and everybody comes.
But my question to you, how has social media improved us as a society?
We can learn things or get things faster.
What, fake news? We don't even know it's real
Yeah,
anymore.
that's a big thing. I agree with you on that. Like, I don't even know what's real anymore. You see something on there and, oh, the Strait of Hormuz is open. And then you go on, it's not. Or China's doing this and America's not. And you don't even know what's true anymore. I think that's the whole point. I think they want to confuse you. If you're confused, you have no idea what's real or not.
Yeah.
Confused people don't know. You don't know whether to go left. You don't know whether to go right. They want that. They want the media. Nobody watches. I don't think most people watch the news anymore. Pick up the newspaper. They go on social media. They Google it. They Snapchat. They or not Snapchat necessarily, but Chat GPT or ask, hey, what's going on in the world today? And social media, you don't even know what's true.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying.
That should be illegal, dude. Like, it should be illegal to say the Strait of Hormuz is open, and it's not.
Free press.
I know.
But because I go through the reels, and my algorithm, it's kind of off the rails sometimes. It's aliens are still there a little bit. People getting arrested. I watch that a lot. Don't know why.
Makes
it's
yourself
hilarious.
feel
I like to see the interaction, and they keep sending me, the algorithm keeps sending me the what is it, the First Amendment people or the Fourth Amendment people, and to where they're literally baiting cops and trying to get them to, do something. They'll carry a gun around with a fishing pole and be like, well, Florida, the law, I can have my gun open carry if I'm fishing or hunting. So they're driving down or walking down Main Street with a damn fishing pole and a gun open.
And
they are for no reason other than
they can
ruin someone's day.
To draw attention.
Yeah, you're not protecting any amendment. You're not protecting our core values as a country. You're just being an asshole, and you're.
But it's their right to do. They're right. It's their right to do that. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's their right to do it.
It is. I hate it. Like it should be our right to punch them in the face without legal consequences. The world was a lot better place when you could hit people in the face.
It's been gone 20 years.
I know. But think about it. There's no fear anymore of anything happening to you because everyone's so scared of going to jail. Everyone's so scared of what could happen to them. Like, people used to get bitch slapped. And that stopped stupid people.
Have you ever been bitch slapped?
Have I ever? I don't know. I feel like maybe.
Have you ever bitch slapped somebody?
I have bitch slapped. Yeah.
Like a fight or like a friend?
No, like a person that I was a little angry at. I may have been drinking.
May have, my ass.
But yeah, I remember at a bar I bitch slapped somebody. He was talking to a girl. He was talking disrespectful to a girl, and I was like, man, like, cut that shit out. He's like, I'll do whatever I want. I just pop.
Backhand?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you fight?
No.
You just bitch slapped
He
him
was
left
shocked. He was like,
and left.
I was like, shut up.
Did you take the girl home?
No, she wasn't. I wasn't going for her.
Oh.
She was super nice.
Super nice.
Yeah, just not my type.
Super hot.
Like 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
4 a.m., 2 Jaeger bombs and a twisted tea.
Gotta have the house wine.
And the house wine.
But I hate that people intentionally try to ruin people's day and make people's life harder for no reason other than to have your video on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and getting views. And I hate people get paid for that.
But we've allowed it. Free press, free speech.
Yeah. And I think free press kind of hurts sometimes. And, when you're scrolling, like on my algorithm the other day, it was about an earthquake, and there was a tsunami warning in like California, Hawaii, Alaska. Like, it was 8.4.
Fake news.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, I take 10 minutes out of my day to be like on Google, like, hey, where's this earthquake? And nothing.
Where do you get your news from? Where do you get your news that you feel is correct?
So if I find something on, like, I'll find a video like that.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
Right.
I will ask ChatGPT, like, hey, is this real?
And what do they usually say? No.
Yeah, well, the nice thing, it'll kind of give you a breakdown because a lot of times it starts from something, right? It's not completely fabricated. It's not completely made up. It starts from somewhere. So at least I can get knowledge on.
But isn't it sad that you see something you have to go ask somebody else?
Yeah. I mean, there's no trust in the media at all. I mean, journalism's dead. There aren't journalists anymore, and anyone with a microphone and a YouTube account can be a journalist. But I mean, it's true.
Not the number one hospitality podcast.
But it's aggravating that you have to go through that much effort to just find out if something's real or not. But one thing I do like, and because I'll be bored and it'll be late at night where I can't sleep, I'm just laying in bed, I'll get a hair up my ass and I'll see somebody make a statement. Like, it could be anything. Say President Trump did this and this and this and he hurt this person. I will go into full research mode and try and find the actual like facts of whatever they're saying, just so I can hop on their comment and tell them how wrong they are.
Yeah, I don't ever respond to this.
I enjoy it. But
I think it's confusing the people. Confuse them.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's, because that kind of sounds conspiracy theory like the government's trying to confuse us.
100%.
The government's always tried to confuse us. We're trying to confuse ourselves. Like, we're doing it to ourselves. You used to have a trusted person on the camera giving you your news. Now it's anybody. There's no, they're not vetted. It's anybody. And if they get, YouTube views, if they get views off of one video, they're going to have millions of people following them. Like, people listen to Hawk Tua for their news.
She's still out there?
Yeah. Millions of people still watch her
Hawk
podcast.
Tua's still around?
Yeah.
She still spit on that thing?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Pookie. But that's what I'm talking about. You don't know who can be trusted in what they say. And when you watch the news, at least not any time recently, but when I was growing up, the news was on every night in the house.
8 and 10 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
7 and 10.
And our parents watched the news, and that's where we got our information from someone that was trusted, someone that you knew was giving you the facts that they had. This is before the news was about ratings. Not the minute, because it was kind of always about ratings, not always in the beginning, but for a long time it's been about ratings. But
It's always been ratings.
But at least there was some credibility to it. Now,
They try to be somewhat factual, I would say.
yeah. I mean, you can go on CNN and Fox News and say ludicrous shit that's not even anywhere close to reality, and they'll air it. And that's a reputable news site that's doing that. There's no one fact checks anything.
They want to confuse you. They're allowing it. The government allows it.
Oh, the government allows it, but it's free press. They can't do anything about it.
We've always had free press.
Yeah. But
Freedom of press has been forever.
do you know what the news was created for before we had, Hannity and before we had all these entertainment shows on news networks? Do you know what the news was created for?
Probably entertainment.
No. Nope. It was 1 hour every night on free television to where you could get the facts of what the government was doing that day. That's what it was. It wasn't about, missing kittens and the world's largest alligator. It was the facts of what the government was doing. It was making
But to get the ratings, they had to show you the 80-foot alligator.
Yeah.
And they had to show you the little boy that was lost for 34 hours.
Yep.
That's how they got the ratings.
Yeah. But it used to be free. It was, subsidized to where it wasn't about making money. The minute it became about greed and making money, the news, your CNNs, your Foxes lost all credibility.
I'm just tired every time you put on a social media like Facebook or Instagram, it's some falsy news, like completely false.
Yeah.
Not even even close.
Yeah. And people get mad about it. Like genuinely mad about politics. I get you cannot agree with whatever someone's doing in politics. I 100% get that. I don't agree with 100% with any politician. There's things I like, there's things I don't. Try and pick the one that has your values the most. Right? But people get so angry and fight with each other and go after each other, say horrible things to each other over something they can't change. Once that person's in office, and don't get me started on voting. I think it's bullshit. They pick the next president. The Electoral College is the most asinine thing I think our government has ever come up with. If it's going to be truly voting, what state you live in shouldn't matter more. If there's 2 billion people that can vote, should be whoever gets the most votes.
Right.
It shouldn't matter anything.
County, city by county, by state, by red, by blue, all the way up.
Yeah. It's ludicrous.
Let's keep it so they have control.
Yeah.
They never lose control. You can think you're voting, think you're picking the next president, but you're not.
I really don't think you are either.
And they're telling you the two candidates you had to vote for.
Yeah.
Either A or B. A, B, or maybe C. That's it.
Yeah. And usually C is not anything. It's C is implanted by someone to take away votes from the guy they want to lose. It's like, okay, let's put an independent in there.
Okay.
And it's say this, all right, so say you got an independent that is more Democrat. So the Republican wants to win. All right, let's quietly fund this independent presidential candidate, because only thing that independent's going to do is take away votes from that Democrat.
Do you remember Ross Perot?
Yeah, he was one of them.
He was one of them. Oil tycoon from Texas.
Yeah.
And he got 3% of the vote. But that year, somebody got 52 and somebody got 46 or whatever it was, 45, to make sure that they won.
Yeah, he was implanted so the other guy won.
Yeah.
That's all it was. He never had a chance. He was just taking votes. He was making it easier for the other guy. What?
I don't know.
I mean, if voting doesn't matter, why not? But I'm not gonna lie. I went into the voting booth for the first time with Trump. As why not? Let's see how crazy this shit can get.
First time?
First time. But yeah,
I don't think it was bad the first time.
No, I don't think it was bad. I mean, yeah, does he really offend people? Does he say what's on his mind?
Who cares?
Sure.
I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with I thought he would run it more like a business.
I think he is. I think this time around, little personal vendettas here and there.
No.
I think he's
Think about it. If you can't get back in, he's 81 years old. He can't win a third term.
no. Not
Or
yet.
79, whatever he is. So he's on the last leg of his life. He's a millionaire, billionaire. What else do you do? Leave a legacy. Good or bad?
So, what's his legacy going to be?
I think they're setting up for the next election.
I think it's aliens.
So
No.
wait a minute. Back up a second. You don't think there's any personal vendetta this time around?
Against Sleepy Joe?
No, against everybody. he's been
Anybody
attacking.
and everybody. You don't think Trump has any kind of personal thing?
Oh,
going
I'm
on?
sure. I'm sure he does. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure he has some personal vendetta, but
What's your opinion with the James Comey thing? You don't even know.
I don't even know.
Dude. You know who James Comey is?
No.
Dude.
Spill it.
All right. Well, he's the guy that posted on the internet. Forget what position he had or held in the government, okay? He posted a picture of seashells on the beach arranged in 8647. What does it mean to 86 something in a restaurant?
Get rid
Get
of
rid of
it.
it.
You don't have to get rid of it,
You're
right?
out of it.
It's out of there. Get it out of there, right? They're charging him as making a death threat against the president of the United States.
Free speech.
Well,
Free speech? Did he tell anybody to harm the president? Did he say he was going to harm the president? Does 86 mean you're going to harm anybody?
Means you're out of it.
It means he wants him gone for some reason, one way or another, right? He wants him
People
gone.
say that all the time.
you got to get
If
rid
they
of the
convict
47.
him for that, that means they can convict any one of us for anything we post on the internet.
Yeah. It's going to set a precedent.
It's going to put case law down. Yeah, that's a big problem.
There's no way that goes through, though. No way. I don't see how it does. Personal vendetta, yes. I think this term he has been just knocking out one by one. Everyone that said anything bad about him, he's on a revenge cruise and he's going for it.
When does it stop?
What? Yeah, 2 more years, give or take.
Oh, he's going all the way to the end. Yeah, for sure.
Unless he figures out a way to run again.
How can he run again?
That's not going to happen.
He can't.
If they run him again, the Democrats will run Obama and he'll win.
No. So I'm not.
When is there a loophole? There's no loophole to run a third term.
It wouldn't be where he would run again, but martial law. He could enact something to where we just don't have an election, to where elections are frozen, and the sitting president just stays president because we're in such turmoil. You got aliens, you got nuclear, you got a lot of things going on that if they got to a certain point, maybe martial law's enacted. And then how many years go by? And I'm not saying this is going to happen, but then we're a dictatorship. We're not the United States of America anymore.
You're North Korea.
Yeah. And I don't think that's going to happen. I think as a society, we are smarter than that to let that happen. But if we don't get off the damn TikToks, we're not going to be smarter than that.
I've stopped the scrolling, man.
Yeah.
I've stopped it. Not completely, but I've stopped it, man. I think so many people lay in bed at night or during the day or lunch break or when they're doing it, they just scroll. And I just for what? The news isn't real. You don't. Well, let me take it back. You don't know what's real on there.
Yeah.
You see a tsunami, you're like, well, now I got to go look it up. Everything's garbage on there. Most things are garbage. You don't hear anything good. Everybody wants to sell you a dream. Buy this. Start this program. You'll be a millionaire in 30 days. Or the news about tornadoes and hurricanes and Hormuz and aliens and what for? What do you scroll for?
Ladies and gentlemen, while you're scrolling and you see the Somewhat Tipsy podcast, remember to like, share, and subscribe. But no, we're going in a direction. I think when we look back 10 years from now, where we're at right now as a country, as a species, as human beings, we are in a very pivotal moment in humanity. And 10 years from now, we're going to see that. I don't think fully get the grasp of it yet, but there are so many things going on in the background that we hear about, but it really isn't top news. It's not really talked about because, we need to know about what this celebrity's doing and this and that more than we need to know about real stuff. But I think we're at a pivotal moment and we're at a tipping point, and it is going to change how we live for the rest of our lives. And I think it's terrifying to see where it could go.
Yeah.
And you hope it doesn't go. And there's nothing we can do about it.
Nope. Nothing you and I can do about it.
No. So I'm not going to, get on Facebook and have arguments with people and threaten people and, just completely berate someone over something we can't even do anything about. We have the right to bear arms. We can stand up against a tyrannical government. But until it gets to that point, there ain't shit we can do. And if you do want to do something, go run for office. Because that's the only way you're going to change anything.
They're just as crooked.
Oh, 100%. They're worse than anybody else.
They do what's best for any office, from city, state, local, any government. It's about the people. It's not about the people.
No.
It's not what's right for the people or what's right for the community or what's going to be healthy for our children. It's about what makes money today. It's what it's about.
It's all about money.
That's it. Who's got money? Who's got a little influence is what it is.
Yeah.
The right big company in this town can pay this, and you're not going to pass that.
No. Oh, the data centers. People are freaking out about data centers. Have you seen that yet?
Mm-mm.
So, data centers, your AI. Basically, it takes a lot of power. It takes a lot of water to create AI in these data centers. People are going into, people are running for office, which I commend them for that. You're actually trying to make a change and you're doing something that could actually make a change. But they're trying to ban data centers in every town, every county. They don't want them. It takes up too much resource. It does this. It does this. Instead of fighting the future, why don't you go in and make it make sense? Okay, well, the data centers, if they want them built, they're going to get built somewhere. We know that. If you want something done bad enough, it's going to happen. So take these big companies, if all 50 states, every county, every city kind of banded together, and here's what we're going to do. If X company, whatever it is, not Elon Musk X, but whatever company wants to come into said town and build a data center, that data center, that company has to pay for the infrastructure. Well, guess what? We need better electricity. That's on your dime. Well, water's going to be a problem. Well, that's on your dime. These companies, it will slow the growth, which is a big thing. Everyone wants to slow the growth. Well, it will, because these companies aren't going to have that kind of money to just change everyone's infrastructure off the bat.
Might have the money, but it takes time to change infrastructure.
It does.
Well, America takes time. Chinese can build something overnight.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The I-4, it took like 15, 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, but could you imagine if instead of blocking all this, they just made the companies pay for it? The companies don't have the money that the banks wouldn't fork up the money. The big thing and why big companies get a lot of stuff for free when they move in, well, they promise jobs, right? They promise jobs, and that's good for the community.
Right, 9,000 jobs, 10,000 jobs, 20,000 jobs. I mean, that's great for a community.
That's going to create tax.
That's going to create taxes. It's going to create more apartments being built. It's going to be more people moving into town. People that are here going to different jobs. It's going to create people visiting restaurants. It's going to create 20,000 jobs. Would be great for any city.
Right.
Most cities.
But a data center doesn't create jobs. What's the selling point? Like, what are you selling to the city?
That's what they pay people.
Yeah. How is that? That's what we need to stop.
Drop the $100,000 in someone's account and you can build a data center.
Because everyone's got a price.
Everyone's got a price. You have a price.
Yeah. What's your price?
For what? A data center?
No, but like all right, say you were in office, you're a congressman or senator, whatever you want to be. And a big company comes up to you and is like, hey, look, all right, it may be toxic. It may hurt some people. It's not the best for the community that it's going into, but, we'll give you something if you push this through. What's your price?
If I push them through building a data center?
Well, maybe not a data center, just something. Something that would be...
I don't think I want money. I want stock in the company.
All right. So you do it for stock.
I mean, look at people that would have gotten stock in Apple or Google or X or iPhone, or iPhone's Apple back in the day. It'd be billionaires now. So rather than stroking a $200,000 check in my account, which, don't get me wrong, I would take, but I think I'd rather stock in the company under a business name or under somebody else's name.
Yep. You got to hide it. Create a fake LLC and run the money through there.
XYZ company owns 10,000 shares.
Yep.
Each share starts off at 59 cents, and before you know it, it's worth $359.
Yep. It's the thing. All these people sit here. Everyone's so high and mighty, right? Always online, high and mighty. They would never. But you put cold hard cash in front of somebody, and those righteous, I would never do it. They'll turn quicker than somebody else. It's the way we live, and it's god awful.
What's your price?
So here's.
Everyone has a price. Don't tell me you don't have a price.
I'm not saying I don't have a price. See, we've talked about my moral compass, right? I have a moral compass that if I think it's right, I will do it, whether the law says I should or not.
50 years from now, it might hurt the community. You probably won't be around.
But I have kids. I mean, they would be.
200 grand?
I don't have a price on something that would hurt other people. But if it's like a victimless crime, I mean, it's not going to hurt anybody. I don't think my price tag's that high.
You're selling your soul, buddy.
But no, like I could never do anything that would physically hurt another person. Or maybe to mentally just... I could never see people struggle off my decision. I could never see that. But like, I don't give a shit like if somebody defrauds an insurance company. Like I could not give it if it hurt an insurance company, I would not give a shit.
Well, but too many people do it. That's why the rates go up.
Yeah.
That's why your rates go up.
Oh, these injury attorneys.
Hundreds of people that do this a year, thousands, millions of people just a year is why insurance rates go up.
Yeah. Injury attorneys, lawsuits have crippled the economy. The economy. Think about it. You get into a fender bender. You go to this injury attorney. There are people, and I know somebody that went to an injury attorney. Okay. All right, well, you got into an accident. You're back. You need to go see this doctor. You have to go see this doctor. Okay. I know someone that got a surgery they did not need. It was $1 million. That's why insurance is so high.
Fraud.
Yeah, fraud.
From lawyers to people that aren't really hurt. It goes all the way up. And there's people that do get hurt. But
yeah. But there should be a cap, and especially with injuries. Like whether it be a car or slip and fall in a restaurant, like, hey, you break your leg, you get $12,000. Like, here's the max you get. Boom. That would save insurance companies.
I agree, but every case is different.
Every injury is the same.
No, every injury is different.
Broken leg's a broken leg.
But some will heal and be fine in 6 months. Some will never walk on it again. Some, it'll have permanent damage.
All right. That's fair.
I would say each injury is different.
I would say if it's something that cripples you, obviously, I think you should.
Emotional support, I think, or what's the worst one? Where you're never going to be right in the brain again because you had this accident.
I mean, PTSD is a real thing.
No, PTSD is a real thing. I get that. These people are like, oh, this is going to ruin my life for the rest of my life. I won't be able to do this because I got a car accident. I won't be able to drive anymore. And they're trying to get more money from it. That I think is bullshit.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is,
Pain and suffering.
Yeah, the pain and suffering, I think that should just be eliminated out of lawsuits.
Pain and suffering. Like,
you're in pain and suffer every day.
right. No matter what you do.
Yeah. Like, there's no win there. But, God, we didn't even get to any of the questions. We had a full show set up for questions for that. We had listeners that, sent us some stuff and, sent us screenshots of stuff. And I guess we'll get to one.
Let's get to one. What's the best one?
Oh, God. Let's see here.
We're too busy talking about cell phones.
We were.
ID10T.
All right. I'll just go with the first. Well, this will be a good one for next week because we have some personal experience in this one. But I got one. All right. This is the first one that was sent to us this week. We'll just knock it off with that one. What do you do if a sex offender works at your restaurant?
Who am I?
So say you're
I'm an owner, I'm a manager. Like, am I an employee or am I a patron?
Yeah,
it's very general. I mean, I get it.
All right, say you're the manager.
Okay. And the sex offender works at the restaurant.
So let's even go further because that was very vague. Say you're the manager and you have an employee that worked there for a while, 6 months, however long. The timing really doesn't matter. But they've worked there and somebody points out that, hey, that person's a sex offender. What do you do?
What can you do? Can you fire somebody because they're a sex offender?
That's an interesting Jimmy.
I honestly don't know.
Can you?
I'm not the one to ask.
No, can you? I was just saying, can you look that up?
I don't know if you can fire somebody because they're a sex offender. And obviously, we didn't do a background check, or that they didn't do a background check.
No restaurant does.
I mean, but you just type in their name, you can pretty much see it. You don't even need to do a background check. You can literally look in Daytona Beach, Bob Smith, 22 years old, this, and this, and it'll pop up or not.
Yeah, if Bob Smith registered.
Yeah. But when you hire somebody, do you Google their name and sex offender?
No.
No. I think I might start now that I think about it. Because,
but can you fire somebody because some staff member came in that knows the cousin's uncle's first brother's sister that was this happened to? I don't think you can fire somebody for that.
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
100%.
What you got?
In most cases, an employer can legally fire someone if they are a registered sex offender. Criminal history is not a federally protected class. However, the legality heavily depends on your specific state, the employee's role, and how the information was discovered. Being that Florida is an at-will state,
It'd be easy to fire here.
can that motherfucker.
Yeah, it'd be easy to fire
Would
here.
you fire him? Him or her? I
Yeah.
guess him, but
I would not.
No.
No.
Why not?
I'd stick their hand in the deep fryer.
Oh, see, this is things
That's not
20
criminal or
years
anything.
ago could do. You can't do that anymore, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's why I'm not the one to ask.
What about you?
I don't know. It's a toss-up. I don't think what they did was right, but what was the circumstance? Not that it makes it right or wrong, but was it a 20-year-old that had sex with a 17-year-old in high school? Okay, I mean, I don't think it's right, but I mean, come on. Or was it a 30-year-old guy with an 8-year-old? Yeah, it's all wrong. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't personally know somebody, but I've read a couple things about a 16-year-old that had sex with a 19-year-old, and now he's a sex offender.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think you're in the same age group. A 16 and even 18 and 16, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Not forced. Should never force anybody to do
obviously.
it. But if they're dating and an 18-year-old turns 18 and has sex with his 16-year-old girlfriend who's going to be 17,
It's a senior and a sophomore.
right? I don't think there's I was a freshman, dated a senior. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong. I just don't. I guess I hate to say this, but I guess it depends on the case.
That's an entire myth. There's laws in every state that account for stuff like that. You're not going to be dating as 17-year-olds, have one of you turn 18 and all of a sudden
Isn't it
you're a
24?
criminal.
I think you're 23 or 22 or something like that.
It's state by state.
It's 60. Yeah, I think Florida's 16 to 24. So a 23-year-old could have sex with a 16-year-old because they're in the same bracket.
All right, so there's
Don't quote me on that. I don't know that for sure, but I think there is that just because I turned 18 and my girlfriend's 17 doesn't make me a sex offender.
it would make sense.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
I hear the sound of all the kids rushing out to go hook up right now. The podcaster said we could.
Yeah, it's all good.
No.
The reliable news source.
Exactly. I don't know. I guess it depends on the case, man. And what it's going to do to the restaurant. Is that lady going to make a big? Is that Karen going to make a big fuss about it?
What,
Or
the sex offender?
Yeah.
How could they?
I mean, is she going to go on?
What are they going to say? I'm a sex offender, and they fired me.
No. The person that told you.
Oh, the one that found out about it.
That he is a sex offender. Is she going to make a big deal out of it? Is she going to go on Facebook and be like, "Don't ever go to this restaurant. They hire sex offenders." I mean, that could damper the business a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they have every right to.
You know, I'd hate to say this, but it's almost a case by case basis. What if he's your best employee, bringing you money, doing a great job, made a mistake 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago?
I don't think people that molest children deserve a second chance.
You think they should be killed?
Yeah.
Executed.
Mm-hmm.
Straight to the wood chipper.
Yep. I don't
Feet
think.
first.
I don't think they deserve to live.
They're not people.
Mm-mm. Yeah. No, I take a hard stance on that. If you sexually assault a child, I don't think you deserve a second chance. I don't think you deserve to live.
No, not at all. I want to squeeze the oxygen out of the body of a person that does that.
Like I commend the prisoners that take care of it in prison. You know, that's that moral compass of mine.
What about if she lies? Look at the Akon thing.
Yeah.
Akon got accused of hooking up with some 17-year-old girl at a club that was 21 and up. So should he be shot and killed? Or die because he went to a club, met a girl there in a 21 and up club, and somebody obviously let her in, and she was not 21. Should he be shot? Should he be executed?
See, I think they're in my moral compass. Not
She
that
lied.
this
And
is
probably
law.
she probably didn't get in any trouble either.
Yep.
She lied about who she is. The bouncer probably didn't get in any trouble. This guy got ridiculed back. What was it, 10 years ago or something? Should he be executed because he went to a 21 and up club, met a girl that's 16 in a 21 and up club, didn't think to ID her, which, I mean, how many times you met somebody at a club? I'm not going to ID somebody in a club, and then ends up finding out she's 16, 17 years old.
My moral compass is a little different on age. Like the teacher that sleeps with the 16, 17-year-old student.
You think she should be shot?
No, I don't. Like it's
But the 40-year-old guy who tries to hook up with a 10-year-old,
yeah, kill
that's
him.
where it is. So it's an age thing.
It's an age thing.
So the 40-year-old guy and the 17-year-old girl, shit happens.
I think it's a little different when you're normally sexually active. Like when you're normally having sex. Now, granted, a 40-year-old sleeping with a 16-year-old, I don't think I want him dead, but I want to kick the shit out of him. But it's little kids that aren't sexually...
So it's under a certain age is what it is.
In my
I'm not
moral
saying you're wrong.
compass, yes.
What's the age?
I would say it's a normal age for sexual activity, 15, 16. Like then it's like you're not an adult, but you're making...
So 15 and under, they should be executed.
Yeah.
But a 17-year-old and a 50-year-old just get in trouble.
Yeah, you just got to kick his ass.
Okay.
Like real bad. But like don't kill him. I don't know. Like I there's gray areas to everything. But that's that moral compass.
I don't commend what they do. I don't think it's right by any means. I mean, it's disgusting, the whole thing. But I think you have a hard time proving this and this and that and this. And when do you find the borderline? Not defending anybody who's a sex offender. I'm saying, where do you find the borderline?
But I also think that unless you have hard evidence, you should not be prosecuted just because of what somebody says. I think it's something like that because it's such a very serious issue. There has to be evidence. You can't just, people lie. People lie all the time. I think you need, for something like that, you need hard evidence to prove that happened. Because it doesn't matter male or female. Somebody who is emotionally hurt will say things that aren't true.
So A 28-year-old teacher and a 12-year-old boy, she should be executed. I think you're looking at it as, and again, not taking a side, but I think you're looking at it as male, female. And you have a little girl and a little boy, and I commend that. But I think you'd kill somebody if that happened. But what about the 28-year-old, 24-year-old teacher and the 13-year-old boy? She should be executed?
Yeah. I'm not okay with 13.
So it's an age thing. Which
it is for me. It's an age thing. You know, and I look back, like, if I got to bang the hot teacher when I was 15, 16, I would not be mentally messed up about it.
No.
I would be fine. I think it would have been awesome. So I did have a hot teacher. I would have loved to have sex with her. And, you know, so it's one of those like, oh, the victim. Like if it was me, I wouldn't have felt like a victim. I would have felt like a rock star.
You felt like a rock star.
I would have, if I got to bang the hot teacher. Now, I think it's different girl, guy, too. I think it's a lot different on the girl's end than it is on the guy's end.
They both have issues. Whether you're a 26-year-old guy or 26-year-old female, whether it's a boy or a girl.
I think it does more mental damage to a female than it would a male. Consensual sex, not rape. Rape is a whole different topic, but consensual sex.
I think not to deal with it, you let the guy go.
What do you think? What would you do to a sex offender? If you were the boss and you found out that you have a sex offender working for you, what would you do? Leave it in the comments. Let us know. We want to hear it.
This episode brought to you by Stir Hospitality.
Go to stirhospitality.com if you are a new restaurant. If you're a restaurant that is not seeing the profits that you used to.
Bar and nightclub.
Bar and nightclub too. They will get you back in the black. Stirhospitality.com.